spent years trying to be understood, not to realize everybody only understands at their level of perception. So no matter how hard you try, no matter how much evidence you provide or explain or over-explain or feel like you made something known or clear, if somebody views something one way, you gotta think they built their whole life around that opinion and that way of thought. It took their whole life to get to where they think and where they are now. So it's unrealistic for you to come into somebody's life or somebody that's been in your life and think that you're gonna change that for them. And you could relate to this if you've never wanted to fit in, you've never wanted to be part of the crowd or be amongst everybody, but you wanted to be understood. That's something that goes beyond trying to fit in. That's something that you crave on a level beyond socially and just out with people, and you want to be understood on a mental level. You want to be understood on a level where somebody understands your perspective, understands the way your mentality is and how you approach things and why you react in a certain way, why you act a certain way, why you go about the things you do in that fashion, why you're passionate about, what you're passionate about and why you are passionate, what drives you, what pisses you off, what makes you happy, what makes you feel appreciated, or just simply the type of person you are, your character, and understanding that beyond the surface level. But that's something that goes beyond just the understanding of somebody's personality. That's very surface level. Like somebody's funny or they're intelligent or they like sports or they like going out, they like traveling. That's very surface level. But when you go beyond that and take it a step further of why somebody is the way they are, you start to peel back the layers and understand, oh, this person is this way now because of what shaped them prior. But most people don't want to understand that. They just want to skip to who somebody is right now and get irritated by that. This person is naive, or this person is ignorant, or this person has trust issues. Not realizing they got to this point now because of everything that happened prior leading up to this. So if you rewind, going back to the beginning of the video, somebody's opinion has been formed their whole life. So you think you're just gonna come in and change that. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. They're not gonna just come into your life or somebody that you've known your whole life and think you're gonna shift that for them. The same way with you, you peel back all your layers. Every experience shaped you. But not only every experience, how you responded to each experience. That's the depth of somebody understanding you. Okay, this happened to you when you were younger, or this happened to you last year, or right now, and you responded this way, and now you are you are where you are and the way you are now because of your reaction and response to everything that's happened to you. And that's what we truly crave, is somebody to understand that. What you went through, what it made you, how you approached every situation, and not every single detail. We don't want everybody to understand every detail of our lives. Some do. Some people, we don't gotta speak on that, everybody's different. But we just crave the understanding of the intentionality behind what we do and the direction and the purpose we have. We just want somebody to fully support that and understand that. We don't want to just fit into crowds and have hella friends. We just want somebody to understand our depth. And if you're somebody that's very in tune with yourself, or you consider yourself emotionally intelligent or just intelligent overall, or you're self-aware, that is something that you would want. That is something that you crave. You don't just want friends. You don't just want this. You don't just want money. When you're purposeful with your life, you want people on the same wavelength, which is why you can't force anything with anybody. And trying to force somebody to understand you or force somebody to get where you're coming from is not going to work. All you can do is authentically be you. Be yourself 100%. That doesn't mean you can't improve and change, but the core of who you are should not change. You should improve constantly and create a new personality for yourself in a way that's constantly evolving and open to new information. But at the core, you have to understand, nobody's gonna know you how you want unless they're open to that perspective and are willing to hear you out and understand where you're coming from. Most people believe things about people they know in their lives, and it might not even be all the way true. You see people that have been in a relationship for years, or they think they know this person, right? They really don't. They know this about them. They know their favorite food. They know their favorite show, what music they listen to, what they like to eat. But they don't know what bothers them, or they don't know what drives them. They don't know why they're angry, or they don't know why they have trust issues. Peel back the layers and understand somebody, and let them be seen, let them be heard, and you will see a different side of somebody, which is what we crave for ourselves. But to get that from somebody else, you have to be that for yourself first. You have to be understanding. You have to be willing to listen and to hear somebody out. How many of us listen to people, but we don't hear them? We don't understand them, because all we do is just quickly make judgments of everybody, even the people we know in our lives. We already have judgments and profiles built, so when somebody says something, it's coming from a place of, I already know what that person's on because of this and that. He's a, she's a. So we already have made up our minds about people. Even people we haven't met. We see somebody on the street, we see somebody in the store, we quickly make a judgment. Excuse me. It could be somebody you see, and your stereotype and judgment could be completely opposite, could be completely wrong. And it doesn't mean don't trust your gut instinct, but allow people to feel felt and feel heard, and you will see a different side of them. So when it comes to wanting that for yourself, you're like, okay, cool, but I feel like I'm that for everybody. I'm that for everybody. I hear people all the time. I hear them all. I let them talk. You know what I mean? But are you just listening? I mean, are you listening? Like, are you really listening? And then taking this all back full circle, you have to be that for yourself, and you will attract that. Now, it's not going to just happen overnight. You have to live your life authentically. Be yourself. Yes, hear people out. Listen. Be open-minded. Keep a new perspective open at all times. And eventually, you will meet people who are on the same wavelength as you, who do understand you, who are willing to hear you out, make you feel felt, known, heard, all of these things. But you have to be that first, and you will attract that.